In a narrow alley of Seoul, where the neon signs dripped gold onto wet pavement, a boy was born with fists the size of small hammers. His name was Lee Dong-seok, but the streets would one day know him as something much bigger. His mother said he came into the world swinging. The midwife said she'd never seen a newborn grip so hard. His father said nothing. He was already gone. That silence shaped the boy more than any words could have. At 18, he traded his Korean citizenship for an American passport and a one-way ticket to a country that didn't know his name yet. He carried 2 bags, one with clothes, one with ambition. In America, he found work as a personal trainer, not for businessmen or celebrities, for fighters. He trained MMA warriors like Mark Coleman and Kevin Randleman, men who made their living with pain. You want power? Then you must first understand how it feels to be broken. I learned that before I could walk straight. The gym became his kingdom. His hands, which had never thrown a punch in anger, now shaped champions. But at night, alone under the fluorescent lights, he felt a hollow pull, like the city was whispering a different name for him. Not trainer, actor. At 30, he returned to the country that had forgotten him. Korea had changed. So had he. Bigger, quieter, more dangerous in the way only calm men can be. He started with small roles, a thug in a corner, a cop in a hallway, a face in the crowd that somehow you couldn't stop watching. Directors whispered about him. That man doesn't act threatening. He simply is. A director, after first audition, I asked him to look menacing. He just looked at me. I cut that scene. Too real. Then came Nameless Gangster, 2012, and then The Neighbor. Small roles. But you remembered them long after the credits rolled. Train to Busan, a zombie apocalypse on rails. And somewhere in that screaming, blood-soaked carriage sat a man with arms like oak trees and a heart softer than anything the film deserved. He played Sang-hwa, a worker, a husband, a man who used his body as a wall between the monsters and the innocent. He didn't need dialogue. When he planted his feet and refused to move, the whole world felt it. Sang-hwa, to a trembling stranger, "I'll protect you. That's not a promise. That's just what I do." The world discovered Don Lee that year. He became Gallup Korea's Film Actor of the Year in 2018. And he was only getting started. The Outlaws, The Gangster, The Cop, The Devil, The Roundup, the highest-grossing Korean film of 2022. Each film a chapter in the gospel of a man who made justice look like a force of nature. In 2021, Marvel came calling. He became Gilgamesh, the Eternal with the strength of mountains. Hollywood had finally caught up with what Seoul already knew. Don Lee. People ask me if I'm playing a character. I tell them, I'm playing the version of myself that never stopped fighting. The man with fists of law born in an alley, forged in a gym, made immortal on a screen. Don Lee didn't become a legend. He always was one. He just waited for the world to look.